Out here on the Mississippi River, the steamboat Natchez is parked, not operating at the moment because of the pandemic that we are in. Hopefully it'll be back in operation soon. I believe it will be back in operation in the phase 2 reopening of the city and state. We will have to wait and find out and see.
Obviously, Louisiana continues to experience COVID-19 case growth statewide. So it's become clear to me, especially after the numbers that we saw yesterday, that our current restrictions are not enough.
Hey, what's up everybody? Nola Deej here, and I'm coming to you from the French Quarter once again because things are open, things are still closed. There's a new mandate starting tomorrow. Let's go see what's open.
Things are starting to open back up here in New Orleans. There seem to be quite a few more people out and about since the last time I came out here. There's a small number of artists and vendors lining up the fence of Jackson Square, whereas before this was completely empty. Now this is new. There are now signs everywhere explaining how New Orleans is now requiring the use of a face mask and the use of social distancing to help prevent the spread of the COVID-19. Ah, the St. Louis Cathedral always makes for a good photo opportunity. It really is a beautiful backdrop. There are usually a lot of people out here taking pictures in front of it, but right now, not too many. More signs reminding people to wear their masks before they enter a place of business. And in this case, it's Café du Monde. And now there are quite a few more people sitting at tables than last time enjoying their beignets and coffee. And a sign welcoming people back stating that they're open for dine-in and for takeout. On the other side of Jackson Square, more artists and even a street performer painted in gold are out here on this very hot day. I don't know how he keeps that gold paint from melting off of him. There's a few more businesses open as well. The little toy shop is open and welcoming customers in their store. But of course you must mask up if you want to go inside. It almost seems like about half of the places have reopened and about half are still closed and boarded up. But that's just my estimate, and I'm probably wrong. This praline shop is stating that it's now open, however the Tabasco Country Store remains closed. This area is not as full of artists and vendors as it usually would be, but it's really nice to see people out here again. The beautiful St. Louis Cathedral, always impressive. And sitting out in front is the statue of Pope John Paul II, who was Pope from 1978 until he died in 2005, and he is the only sitting Pope to have visited New Orleans, way back in 1987. I think despite the excruciating heat, people are willing to come out anyway, mask or no mask. I hope these alleyways will be filled with more artists again at some point in the near future. So let's get a little further into the French Quarter and see what we can find. I especially love walking down this little spooky alleyway next to the cathedral, this real estate office touting that their places are not haunted. Getting deeper into the quarter, and I'm starting to see even more people walking around down here, but I am noticing that some people are not wearing their masks. But this gift shop is making sure people wear their masks when they come inside.
It is weird to see that some of the stuff is open, some of it is still closed, and starting tomorrow all the bars have to close as well, according to the Louisiana State Governor.
Now today is Sunday, July 12th that I'm filming this, and starting tomorrow, July 13th, all of the bars in Louisiana must close to on-site consumption inside or outside until further notice. However, bars with and without food permits will still be allowed to offer curbside service. So basically, the bars that have just recently reopened to customers will have to close once again tomorrow. So today is the last day people can come in, sit down, and have a drink. Reverend Zombie's Voodoo Shop is open for business. This is the Maison Bourbon Jazz Club, one of the oldest jazz clubs in New Orleans, and it's where many of the New Orleans musicians, people like Harry Connick Jr., got their start. Bourbon Street still looking pretty empty, but definitely more of a presence of people and cars than before. Still, it's nothing like it should be. The iconic Cat's Meow Karaoke Club on Bourbon is still all boarded up. Nobody's singing any tunes here for the time being. And of course, at the corner of Bourbon and Orleans is the famous Tropical Isle, where you can get the classic hand grenade drink. Well, at least until tomorrow. And it looks like there's a bunch of people wanting to get their hands on a hand grenade before the closure tomorrow. It's still pretty difficult to process walking around the quarter, seeing businesses boarded up like this. And I can't even begin to imagine the impact this has on the owners, their families, and the economy. But at least Marie Laveau's House of Voodoo is open. Maybe these people are trying to find a curse to get rid of the coronavirus.
Walking through here, you get a sense of what people are really wanting to do. They want to get out. They've been locked up for this long period of time. Everybody wants to get out and have fun. People should be social distancing still, wearing their masks. And people aren't doing that, but at the same time, they're having fun. Who am I to question that, right?
If you've watched the CBS show NCIS New Orleans, then you should recognize this. This is what they use for the outside shot of Scott Bakula's character's headquarters. In the show, once you walk through that archway, you enter a high-tech space with desks, monitors, computers, and other equipment that he and his fellow investigators operate from. But in reality, it's just a gated parking lot in the quarter. The office you see on TV is actually just a set that they've built and located somewhere else.
So I think it's safe to say that not everything is open and not a lot is open, but enough is open to bring a mediocre crowd to the French Quarter to walk around in this very hot day. It's like 98 degrees outside right now. Very hot with the mask on, but gotta keep this on. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed a little lagniappe from this Who Dat. Go pass a good time.